What's up, everybody? Old man boxing. I want to talk to y'all a little bit. Tyson Fury been, doing what he doing his little talk. But I do want to say, I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel, and I want to let y'all know I'm still a little bit nervous when I get on this microphone. No doubt, there's no embarrassment from it, because even when I listen to my own stuff, I'd be like, yo, you didn't even finish what you were saying. But then when I keep listening, I always find a way to get what I was saying out, and I say it repeatedly, because I'm still a little bit nervous, and I'm glad you guys are subscribing, and another thing that I do is I brainstorm, and I'm trying to cram everything within a 10-minute window or less. And while I'm brainstorming, my brain is moving faster than my mouth can keep up with it. It's something that I just got to get used to, and I have to stop thinking about how many people's listening. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Tyson Fury is 1,000,000% sure he will beat Deontay Wilder. My bad. 1,000,000% sure. Let me tell y'all something. 1,000,000% sure means that you ain't gonna side with your enemy or so-called enemy, or a guy that you've been calling a pussy all this time. You ain't gonna side with him just to slight the other guy that you're about to fight. That don't sound like he's 1,000,000% sure to me. Now I'm gonna keep on saying it. You're damn real. If you're gonna call somebody a coward, if an interviewer asks you, when I say Anthony Joshua, what do you think? You say coward and a pussy, and then you turn around and befriend him like 2 weeks before you fight. Don't sound like you're 1,000,000% sure to me. But that whole thing with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, hey, look, there's also some other news that came out, and this stuff tends to happen. And I must admit, it started with my generation. I'm not gonna try to blame it just strictly on this generation, and I'll get into who started it. At least admittedly started it. Let's put it like that. Because David Haye admitted that the rivalry between him and Tony Bellew was a lie. They do that over there, y'all. They do that. So, and look, how many years was that? Was it like 2016 when, I believe it was 2016 when they fought, Tony Bellew and David Haye, I believe. I'm not sure, because I didn't watch the fight. I'm not a David Haye fan. I never thought anything big of David Haye. He was not some menacing heavyweight to me. He might have been to you guys over there, but no. So, remember I told y'all what I think about a lot of the British fans. They like that acting thing. They like that acting aspect of boxing, and the extra stuff. Well, this is something like that. Tyson Fury is saying all the extra. He's 1,000,000% sure. He's this. He's saying that. Now I know that's selling the fight, y'all. That's selling the fight, but I think there's different ways of selling the fight, because once you start going out like that and start saying you're 1,000,000% sure, and you get knocked flat, silly out, man, how that sound? What you gonna say after that when they start questioning you about your loss? But it is what it is. With them, it is what it is. And I'm not a believer in heavy trash talk like that. I'm not a believer in it. You can't make a believer out of me, because there's a thing of doing too much. That's doing too much. When you start doing too much, it's like, okay, You know, you going a bit too far now. Look, the person who is silent and who not talking all that crap is normally the person who comes out on top, because they ain't saying nothing. They letting you write that check that your ass cannot cash. That's exactly what they doing. And that's something that we learned over here in this country. At least us older guys learned that. This newer generation, they all about selling out and running their mouth. And it's like, yo, in my time, you wouldn't have lasted. You probably would have made it to about 19. That's it. If that. You know? Because that mouth would get your ass in trouble, man. And that's why when I hear people talking about the Charlos being quiet, or they ain't making no noise, or Daniel Jacobs humbled him, he been quiet ever since. Nah, dude. Y'all got it twisted. Y'all got it. See, that's how I know they don't know us over here. Because the real ones ain't gonna run their mouth like that. They don't have to. For what? They know what they gonna do to your ass when they get in there. And they gonna let the fist do the talking. They ain't gonna do all that talking. I'm 1,000,000% sure I'm gonna. Alright. I ain't 1,000,000% sure you gonna do it. You could be all you want to. And your opponent ain't 1,000,000% sure you gonna win too. You know? I mean, come on, man. Stop that. You're doing too much. That is fear at its finest. That is psyching yourself out to its finest. That's what he is doing, y'all. He is psyching himself out big time. He ain't got that kind of confidence. Confident people ain't got to keep talking about it. For what? They ain't got, it now. Hey, you had greats like Muhammad Ali, but he backed it up every time until he got old. And that one time he fought Joe Frazier when he came back, and he lost that one, but he made up for it. He kept talking and he wound up beating him. He kept talking, he wound up beating this one, beating that one. And when he got old, he stopped. He still talked a little bit of trash, but he sounded like he had a lot more sense about it, But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit. Old Man Boxing, signing out. Peace.